Welcome, everybody, for the first season premiere episode of Late Night Shenanigans with your hosts. I am AJ, AAAJecc, accompanied by Daniel with VivaLasGeckos and Ryan from BreezyGeckos. You guys might know us. You can see Breezy and Daniel's son in the chats of my lives. We go live on Palm Street almost on a daily basis, but you can find us every Saturday nights. And so without further ado, let's bring up our hosts for this evening. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
What up?
Breezy is muted for some reason. I don't know why Breezy is muted. We need to fix that. There we go.
Hi. How's everyone doing today?
There you go. See, I mean, we'll slowly get there.
Slowly.
Yeah, this is the
I don't know why I was muted there.
Premiere episode of Late Night Shenanigans. AAAJecc, VivaLasGeckos, and BreezyGeckos. So, without further ado, we can introduce you guys. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. We can start with over there.
Who, me?
I believe you're the only Daniel in here. Yes, yes, I believe so. We already know who I am. So,
what's up, everybody? My name is Daniel. Born and raised from Hawaii, and been in this hobby for a little over a year now. But I've grown up, always had pets. Dabbled with wild bettas for a few numbers of years, breeding, importing from Indonesia and stuff, and kind of quickly transitioned out of that. And now I have crested geckos, as you can see. And yes, those are shoebox bins, but I'm very proud of them because I clean them, I take care of them, I feed them, and they are healthy. And yeah. And it's not just me, but me, my wife, Veronica. Every once in a while, you'll see her pop up on Palm Street. She goes by Star Prize. And my two kids, Violet and Dylan, they help me out. And it's the family thing right now. So we're hoping with all of our knowledge and our passions and hobbies and love for animals that we can kind of keep this going and continue to learn and grow within this hobby. And yeah.
Nice. Well, welcome to the show, Daniel. I know now we can all put a face to the name whenever we see Danielson pop in the chat. Yeah, it's always a nice little hoot to have you on our lives to make it that much more engaging. And then, of course, we got the F is Ryan. I accidentally called him Breezy. So what you guys don't know is this is take number 2. It only took me 5 seconds to botch the first recording. But we digressed. We've got this figured out.
We got this.
We got Ryan down there with BreezyGeckos to explain a little bit about himself.
Hi, how's it going? My name is Ryan, and we're BreezyGeckos. Go by Breezy as well. Been into geckos for a little over a year now as well, and actually stumbled upon AAAJecc's live on a random Saturday, and they were talking about lumpia, and I was like,
Good old lumpias.
But yeah, born and raised in California. Actually moved to Arizona now, where I'm currently residing, and I actually work in the automotive field, working at a dealership. So, and actually just solo at the moment, and it's just me and my geckos. I'm actually holding a chihuahua right now, and it's a beautiful white collar.
Show and tell.
And I love this one so much. It'll hang out with me hours at a time. But
all right. There you go. There's my mod, guys. You guys know my mods. Breezy. He falls asleep. He's supposed to be working. supposed to be working for me, but ends up falling
it's-
asleep sometimes. I was a little worried about today's episode. It's getting kind of late. I made sure he got
It's
some.
not even
made
that
sure he had-
late.
I made sure he got some Red Bulls in him.
We got the Red Bulls. We got the Red
gotta
Bulls.
fuel him up. Can't have a sleepy breezy on this show. Can't have a sleeping breezy on the show. Guys, obviously you know me, the best host, brightest, funnest Saturday Night Live host that you guys see every Saturday Night Live with SNL. You guys know me as AJ with AAAJecc. The family is all involved. You got Shenono. In the mix with Shanae.
That's gonna be a new one. That's gonna be a new one.
And guys,
Yeah.
this is this is kind of like what we want in these podcasts and how I want to see it in the podcast. Unedited. Do we jumble our words? Yes. Do we mess up? Yes. Nobody's perfect. We never claim to be perfect. But that's the whole point of late night shenanigans. I will talk and talk and talk and probably won't even make sense. But I know some of you guys already know how much I can squirrel on Palm Street and just ramble on. But we are AAAJecc. I am AJ. You got Shanoa, who does the Wednesday morning shows with In the Mix with Shenane, not Shinono. All the kids are involved, hence the name AAAJecc. Funny story behind that, as I've always explained in Palm Street, is I was going to use my initials, which so happens to be AJD. So we were really close, not that close to being called AJD Exotics. But I had to do a little research before we actually came up with the name. And of course, you find AJ with AJD Reptiles. So we had to switch it up a little bit. So I used the initials of everybody in our family, stemming from me, my 4 kids, and Shanoa and her kid. And that's how we came up with AAAJecc. And it's funny too, because like how we got into the hobby is probably how most people got into the hobby. There was no passion when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was a kid. I played video games. We ran into Pokemon. I played a lot of sports, basketball, volleyball, football, all that stuff growing up. I was always on my bike. I wasn't allowed to come in the house when I was a kid. You gotta wait for those street lights to come on, then you can come in the house. I was always out and about, just doing the thing, being a little hoodlum, hood rat. I don't know. I was just out there, always out and about. But it's not until when we had kids. I believe Junior was, let's see, he's 16 now, so that's 6 years. So he was 10 years old. We got into the hobby 2020. He wanted a chameleon. So what did we do? Like any normal parent, where did we go? Like I know a lot of people we went to Petco, PetSmart. You go to those reptile sections and you look through the little tiny glass and you're like, ooh, look at those cool little animals, the little reptiles. Now it's
that
like,
so much as a kid.
I know. Now, being a reptile keeper, breeder, crested breeder, reptiles, and know more about reptiles, you go into PetSmart and Petco and you're like, that looks a little small. But what are you gonna do? That's a big chain. There's nothing little me can do about it other than, hey, let me buy that gecko. I'll give it a bigger enclosure. But Junior wanted a chameleon, so we got a chameleon. The guy was like, "All right, yeah, you buy this. You need to buy this." Y'all get roped into it. You get this big old terrarium kit that's for chameleons. Drop $200-$300, get the kit. You set it all up and you put the chameleon in there, and then you're like, okay, now what do I do? I have Junior take care of it, but long story short, didn't survive. Obviously, I guess we just didn't know anything about chameleons, but we wanted to get one. The guy told us how to take care of it. We went by what the PetSmart employee told us. No shade to PetSmart. Maybe I might not say their name, but whatever. So he wanted another one. So then I started doing research with him. I was like, there's more than just a regular veiled chameleon. You had the Jackson with the horns, the Panther chameleon, stuff like that. And so next thing you know, we were at NARBC. I found NARBC in St. Louis because we're here in Missouri. So our first reptile show was NARBC. And then again, new person into the reptile hobby. You go to this big reptile show, everything's glamorous. Vendors are telling you, oh, easiest gecko or easiest thing to take care of. We came home with like a tokay, two crested babies, buy one get one free, which are breeders now. We came home with some random lizards. He didn't even get a panther chameleon for the kid, and that's what he wanted. Came home with tokays and red-eye croc skinks and like all this other stuff. Oh, that's a bleep. But and then so long story short, you get the 2 crested geckos, right? You get 2 crested geckos, and then where do you go from there? You end up with 14. You start breeding, and then now look at us, AAAJecc. We have over 500 geckos now, selling on Palm Street every week, every 3 times a week now. We're going to shows, and then that's just kind of like a little synopsis of how we got in. And so this little introductory episode, we kind of want to pick the minds, of me as well. You got Ryan and you got Daniel over there. So just kind of a little brief synopsis. Tell us how you guys came into the hobby. I've said my story plenty of times. I know other people who are now watching this episode will finally get to know how we AAAJecc came in, because not everybody knows me. Everyone thinks that I'm, I talk to people. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you're famous." Me, no, I'm not famous. You're big time. You're like one of the big people out there. No, I'm not. Nobody
Yeah, you are.
Everyone just comes to Saturday Night Live to hang out and shenanigans. We talk, we roast people. A lot of people make fun of me about ketchup. A lot of people sit there and make fun of me about the Navy. Well, I guess that's just one person, but still. But I don't think of me as any type of big person out there. I'm just here showing you the geckos that we love to breed, love to show off our holdbacks, stuff like that. And if we sell a gecko, cool, awesome. We make a little type of money here and there. But I would like to know, like, for Ryan and Daniel, how did we get into the hobby? How did you guys start off? Do you have the same story as me? Are you like everybody else? And V, who I can see in the background right now. What up, girl? How did we get into it? Was it her? Did she watch Reptile? Oh, you can say Violet. Oh, Violet. Oh, it's Violet, not me. Hi. Hey, I got the first letter right. Right? So we'll digress. We'll go to the other one. Ryan, come on, you can tell us. Come on, how did you get into this hobby?
Okay. So I went to a local expo and I wanted a leopard gecko, and I was like, okay, so I found one. I found the perfect one, and it was cheap. And I was like, why is it so cheap? So I was like, okay, I brought it home and I raised it up, and it was a tiny little thing. It was a baby, and now it's all big. And I'm like, oh my God. But when I was at the expo, like, I swear, every other table had like crested geckos. And I was like, what are these crested geckos? And I've never heard of them. So knowing myself, I went down this rabbit hole doing research about crested geckos and stuff. And then I was like, these are actually pretty cool, and they jump. And I was like, what if I could train them to jump hand to hand? And I was like, I've actually gotten some to do that, and maybe I get the Shahu to do it. But so I ended up with 2, and then 3, and I'll have like 20. But more so, I'm not doing it to like breed in mass quantities. I'm just doing it more so as like a hobby, and I enjoy keeping them as pets because I love them.
And that's perfectly fine. Hobbyist, whether you're a hobbyist, breeder, what is it? What do you call those? The YouTubers who do whichever you would call it, however you want to do it. There is nothing wrong with and how you guys do it, whether it's just for a hobby or a big time breeder trying to make a business out of it and stuff like that. Either way, it's for the reptiles. We're here for the hobby itself, And I know you touched the subject on going down that rabbit hole. I know exactly what you mean. Junior wanted me to do research. I sat there forever on YouTube watching Brian from Altitude, Robbie's Reptiles, a few of those Canadian streamers that stream all the time on YouTube. I know drinks pickle juices on his streams. Wicked, something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of lost hours sitting there on YouTube, just watching like videos all the way through the past, and just trying to get a good handle on crested geckos in general, because that's where our main focus was. So then I kind of honed in on crested geckos and started watching crested gecko breeders on YouTube and stuff like that. So,
and it's crazy too, because like going down that rabbit hole, like finding out the research about crested geckos and stuff, like they haven't even been around for 50 years.
Yep.
Like they were recently rediscovered back in like the 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're still finding out so much things about these geckos.
100%.
And all these new morphs coming out and everything.
100%. Yep. Good old Daniel. Come on, lay it on me. Your turn, buddy.
How it started? I mean, I kind of grew up with owning pets, like pretty much my whole life. I think one of the earliest days that I could think of is one of my Lolos. When I was in the Philippines, he gave me like a little baby chick, and then that baby chick quickly turned into like a pigeon or something, and then like a cat, I mean, it's the Philippines, so like
that's what I want to know.
Yeah, I want to say it wasn't me, but
it disappeared one day.
Yeah, it disappeared one day. I don't know, but
that was dinner one night, Daniel. That was dinner one night.
For another animal, yeah. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I've had I like middle school. Yeah, middle school. My stepdad, he came home with a big ass tank, and it was an iguana. It was like a 55-gallon tank, and it's cool. But then you kind of learn very quickly that you kind of need the right lighting and stuff like that. So, anyways, that iguana eventually, sadly, did pass. Because it wasn't getting the UVB. So I think with that specific loss, I needed redemption. So I asked my parents, I'm like, oh, can we try this again? And we ended up getting another iguana, and I did all the research. We got, saved up my money. I got all the correct, lightings and stuff like that, researching on diet and stuff like that. Cause you can't just feed it like Caesar salad, and it's specific, that's like safe for their digestion and all that stuff. So, but I had the iguana for a number of years, and sadly we had to move across town, and I think we ended up forfeiting it to to Petco, or where we bought it from. It was like another pet store local here, but which was a bummer, because I grew attached, and I took care of that iguana. And anyways, fast forwarding, high school, I took zoology AP, and then I think at one point I switched out of it and got into marine biology, and that was like one of the best science classes I ever took. Like, I was like really engaged, straight A's all across the board. It was really fun, and I think that's what inspired me getting into like bettas and stuff, like all the fancy bettas, and learning everything about it, breeding it, and all that. And after high school, trying to like see if I can like hustle and do all that stuff, and which I did, but it was like for like the neighborhood and stuff, so it wasn't making big time money, but I made some cool stuff. And with that, it's like it seems like you can pair anything, right? And you're just gonna come up with like random stuff. But I did enough research to the point where like I had designated pairs so that I could make and hone in on specific colors or traits and stuff like that. So that's where all this kind of ropes into now, with Crested Geckos. It's like all those past experiences brought me to here, and, falling in love with the hobby, owning pets, taking care of pets, and investing my time and research, and then now, hopefully, in the near future, with VivaLasGeckos, we can eventually make a business out of it. Baby steps. But I have a lot of ideas and projects and things that like I haven't quite seen. So I want to kind of tinker with it and hopefully produce things that when you're at a expo, or if maybe one day I'm approved on like Palm Street or any other platform, that like if you saw that gecko, you stumbled across it, you'd be like, dang, that's a VivaLasGecko, gecko.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm aiming for. I want that like for sure.
That signature trademark.
Yeah, that signature thing, and that's where the old lines come into play. It does take a long time and dedication, and I'm here for it. So
hey, it's like AJ. Some of his lines, one that we know very well is Ruckus.
And here's the thing, and then here goes a cool little topic that we can briefly touch on is different morphs, different findings, different lines and stuff like that. It's exactly how this show is stated. Late night shenanigans. It is a mirror image of Saturday Night Live, how we conduct ourselves on my Palm Street, where we just literally come in, have fun. It mirrors our Discord, same thing. We sit there, we joke around, we have fun. We built this community where it's just somewhere where we can escape the realities of life, and that's one of the things that I strive for, is to come in and just have fun with it, leave all that outside world out there and just come in here and just hang out, chill, relax. We do say some crazy stuff on SNL, on my Palm Streets. We name geckos. 100%. We name geckos. We name different lines of geckos. Do I foresee it expanding and like becoming this big line that people are known for their animals for? No, I don't care regardless. But we do. When you come into my lives and you guys want to find a particular gecko, by all means, come in there and be like, AJ, let me see that 4-wheel drive. And I'll be like, I got you. I know exactly where 4-wheel drive is at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't expect other people to know, because I think I heard one time somebody was asking about one of my geckos on AJ Live, because we're both named AJ. And then AJ from AJD was like, what the fuck? What are you guys talking about? That's number 2. They're like, what is that? He's like, that's not my gecko. It's how should I say? It's not used for the outside world. It's used for like this inner bubble of AAAJecc. Like, you got Pizza the Hut. He's gonna be part of our candy cane line. Do I imagine candy cane line blowing up and going out there? I don't know. I'll let you guys blow that up. But for me, it is a project I'm working on. It's called Candy Cane Line. It is a certain red that I'm looking for with a white in the lily white that looks like a candy cane. We do have one. His name is Pizza the Hut. There was a lot of people that come on our show and they're like, hey, can we see Pizza the Hut? Can we fire him up? I was like, I can try. Palm Street Reds, sometimes they don't like each other, but sometimes they do. But we can give guys a good depiction. He gets like a good clean neon red, stark white, looks like a candy cane. Recent ones is our dark porthole projects, which Breezy named.
Portals?
Breezy named it, and now it's a thing.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, AJ, can we see the portals line? Like he's got portholes. They look like portals. I don't know. That's what he named it. So
I
like,
don't know. It just came to mind.
it just came across. So now it's the portals line. And then we got the ruckus, the high white ruckus. You know, we can't go an episode without talking about ruckus. Everybody knows who ruckus is. Everyone is looking eyeing ruckus for our high whites right now. And that's just how, you know, the people, you know, with the lines and stuff. And I don't see it for going anywhere. It doesn't really matter to me, son, but it's an easy way for me to distinguish my geckos. And when people come in and they look for it, I can be like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. And then I'll go grab it. That's kind of like what I'm just saying. It's just like, you know, the lines and stuff like that, different morphs and stuff like that. So, well, it's great to know the behind stories of you guys. I know everyone always gets the behind stories of me when I go on Palm Street. Everyone always asks questions and stuff like that. And then I ramble on just like now for a good 5, 10, 15 minutes. But the way we want to see it, this came about is we're a nice, cool little community. We're forever expanding for whatever reason. The old goat doesn't want us to. He gets mad when new people come in, but he's getting there. We're softening him up, but we are expanding. You know, I would love to see it. Everyone join all at once, just so I can see
everyone.
Just so I can see his mind just go boom because he can't remember. But we have our Discord. You know, AAAJecc on Discord is free to join. I advertise it all the time on Palm Street. Great community to be in, and this is kind of like where this podcast came to be. We go Discord live on there all the time. It's where we can all interact with each other. It's not just me talking like on Palm Street. You know, I'll go on
It's
Palm
all
Street.
of us.
Yep, it's all of us. I'll go on Palm Street. I'm here talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys, but I'm just talking to a screen and reading the chats. It is a little bit different between Palm Street and talking to yourself versus going on Discord. It's a lot more interactive, and obviously because everyone can come in and talk to each other. And that's what we do. We go on Discord every day, practically every day on Discord.
Basically every day.
I think Daniel is frozen. Let's see if he fixes himself.
Uh-oh. We lost Daniel.
We lost Daniel for a little bit. Hopefully he comes back in here, but
yeah, hopefully he gets back soon.
But that's kind of like how this came to be, is our Discord. So we would go Discord live every day, whether
Discord shenanigans.
He said his phone died. Did we not tell him in the beginning of this to charge his phone?
Did he not plug it in? I thought he plugged it in.
He just texted me. He said his phone died.
Wait, how did he text you if his phone died? With B's phone?
That's so true. Well, no, he's got the computer, so he probably used Discord.
Okay.
But like I said, we started in Discord, and we would go live every day. Whether it's Pokemon ripping, we're ripping Pokemon on there, talking about geckos, reptiles, playing Overwatch live on there as well. So we've had a lot of these discussions, podcast-like discussions on there. You know, we go on Discord live. It's me, Breezy, Snoozy, Daniel, and Julio, and then other people start joining in and coming in, and then they start asking us questions. AJ, what's your take on these eggs, or how do you incubate, or how do you do this? And then I always tell them, I was like, I'm not the only one. You can always ask anybody in the Discord. And that's what it's when it's come down to. Everyone just pops in the chats. Everyone messages in Discord a question. And it's not just me who answers. It's everybody. Everybody that's involved, whether it's with the crested geckos, chihuahuas, gargoyles, lychees, you know, the whole spiel that I do. It is a whole community, not just based on reptiles. There's Pokemon people in there, wood, fish, aquatics, plants.
There's everyone in there.
You name it, they're there in the Discord.
Everyone.
So I try to bring in everybody to come in there and do that. I hope he can come in while we're recording. I hope he can.
I hope so. I hope so too.
We'll see. We got a good 30 minutes out of him, but
Yeah, we did.
Old Pete. Oh, he's gonna kill me if I start talking about this guy. I guess I'll talk about it while he's not here. That way he doesn't get embarrassed. He'll just get embarrassed off screen. But that is where
I don't think he'll watch it because he doesn't like hearing his voice.
This is where the podcast came about. You know, they're like, man, AJ, we should really do a podcast. We got some really good content in here. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, we bullshit a lot, 100%. We squirrel a lot. We'll start talking we'll talk about something. And then we'll go left field. Yeah, we'll go left field and start talking about something else. You know, and it's just funny. So then they were like, you know what, we should do it. And I was just like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's make a podcast together and let's just run with it and just have fun with it. You know, just come on here. The way we kind of you know, Daniel said, you know, he wants to take it off, hit the ground running, you know, start interviewing people, get the podcast going. He wants to
keep it going. Let's get it going.
He wants a big thing with it. I'm like, take it however you want to take it. You know, we can take it. We'll do recordings every week. Do a weekly show if you want. Do a bi-weekly, every month show. However you guys want to do it. I'm game. We got this. We'll go do it. How I want it to go, you know, I explained it to Breezy. I explained it to Daniel. Is a podcast like no other. Like, we'll sit here, we'll bullshit, we'll talk, you know, we'll interview, you know, we'll go through the motions, you know. And it's not going to be like your normal podcast like you see out there. It's going to be different. Will it stay with the reptiles? 100% no. Nothing will get untouched, whether it's life in general, random people we interview, we'll pluck someone, you know, it could be a Pokemon breeder, or not Pokemon breeder, but Pokemon collector.
Pokemon breeder.
I mean, they could breed Pokemon, maybe. I don't know.
No. I mean,
number three. I gotta edit.
I have a little Pokemon.
little Pokemons. I mean, Pokemon streamers or plant.
Gotta catch them all.
Disney streamers. You know, my goal is to go on the Palm Street and interview every category there is, whether it be rocks, emeralds. What else we got on there? Coins.
How many there's so many new categories now.
Yard sale. I think there's a yard sale.
Compared to when I first joined on last year, a little over a year ago. There's so many new tabs.
So many. So that's where we want to see this go. We want to see this expand. That's why it's not really, hence the title, Late Night Shenanigans. We're here to have fun. You know, there are some game shows that we got planned that we were playing the other day. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of shenanigans. It was great. We came up with some nice little how would I say, little side games to play with people that we are interviewing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of things to look forward to with these episodes of Late Night Shenanigans. We're going to have these, if we do it weekly, bi-weekly, or every month. I would like to see, they're going to air every Saturday nights, hence, you know, Saturday Night Live. We're flowing with it, Late Night Shenanigans. It's going to air, that way you guys can watch it. It's going to air 7 o'clock Central Standard Times. I know for your Breezy and them, that's not really late night, but I would like it to air so you guys can watch it. Huh? Yeah, that's right. I would like it to air an hour before Saturday Night Live so you guys can watch it, come into SNL, and then make fun of me, pretty much.
Or talk about it.
Or talk about anything. Exactly. Or talk about the topics we hit. You can expect live late night shenanigan shows. Those are going to be fun. I will try to coordinate with the guys. It'll probably be a Saturday Night Live episode for Late Night Shenanigans when we go live on YouTube. It'll probably coincide with the ending of SNL, and then we'll keep it with the late night fashion and have it officially late nights. And yeah, that's how we like to see this episode go and take on forth. I wanted to hit some topics with you guys. We can let Breezy, I'll ask him something, a little brief synopsis on how we do it. This first episode is basically an introductory to all of us and how we do it. Whether it's me, I know you guys see me every day mostly, and then I explain. I know you guys always ask your questions, and now here's a chance for me to like turn these tables. Well, I guess just to Breezy. Maybe we'll have a part 2 intro where I just put Daniel on the middle screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta put him on blast.
Yeah.
I think he scurried away on this one.
Yeah, he did.
Swirled away on this one, but I'll leave one of my topics for me because I know you guys really haven't done anything of that sort yet. Let's talk about gecko diets. What do you feed your geckos? I know this was a topic today on our Discord live. What do you feed your geckos, and how do you feel about gecko diet in the general aspect of it?
So gecko diets, I think there's so many out there. So like, I've only been having geckos over like a little over a year now, almost 2 years, and I've tried Repashy and Vital because I've heard really good things about Vital and everything. So I tried it out, and I've actually had pretty good feeding responses. The cricket though is more of like a protein additive versus a full-on diet. They don't like too much of it. Fruit, they do like Repashy flavors. I do use like cherry, mango, mulberry. It's like during summertime. I haven't tried Blue River yet or like Zoo Med. I do want to try that. So eventually I will. I'm just cycling through diets as I go. So like once I run out, and then I'll try a new flavor.
Gotcha. I may or may not have made fun of you. You're gonna have to
may or may not.
You're gonna have to rewatch this episode to know what I said.
Yeah, same.
Just saying.
If you want to know, if you don't,
make
it's
fun of
fine.
who?
It's okay. You don't need to know.
Made fun of you. I thought you charged your phone.
Dude,
That's what I
I
thought.
thought I had my tape.
Thought you
I
plugged
thought
it
it
in.
was
Did you not plug it in?
Yeah, I thought.
Did you hear him? I can't
Apparently
hear him.
not.
I can hear him. His volume. I can hear him. You can't hear him.
No, I can't.
Well, dang. No, he's
You're
working.
fucking
I
with
can
me.
hear him. No.
I can see his mouth moving, but I can't hear.
Okay, I'll be the middleman. I'll tell you. Well, I'm not going to repeat what he says, but if you want to know what he says, I'll tell you.
No. I'm using my my second.
Let me just try to mouth
preference,
read real quick.
So we were talking. I just like brief little future shows that we might do here between like different topics and stuff. We're just hitting little key points about how we do it, not necessarily how the hobby does it or what we want to see in the hobby. Just little key points. I asked Breezy about gecko diets. I know we talked about this today on our Discord, Daniel, but what do you feed? How you feed it? Is there some kind of routine do you have? Your thoughts on some of the diets out there and what you use and stuff like that. Maybe he heard me, maybe he not.
I don't think he heard.
Sorry, I'm like messing with the. I'm messing with the settings. Sorry, hold on.
Okay, so technical difficulties. So some of the stuff that we work with here. Give me like a blink twice when you're ready or something.
Blink twice. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you're ready.
Are you good? Can you hear me? All right. We were talking about gecko diets and how we, in particularly like Ryan, me, and you, not necessarily everyone. This is an episode we're trying to get a little bit to know us on this episode. How do you feel about gecko diets? What you use? How's your feeding routine and stuff like that? Breezy talked about it.
Okay, so you just want my take?
Yeah, your take on like how you feed or what you feed and what you think about gecko diets in general nowadays, stuff like that. Kind of like what we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, like when you get, I don't know. For me, it's like once you get in, I tend to dive in deep. So like all the research, all the Amazon shopping, online shopping, your typical brick and mortar, which is very limiting, by the way. They only carry like one or two products, Zoom Ed or Apache, at least here in Vegas. And it's like the little like 2-ounce stuff, which that's totally fine if you're like starting out or whatever. That'll get you by. But with my collection, I quickly went from like 2 geckos to like now I'm like, I think I'm at 100 plus currently, and like more babies on the way. So like trying different diets. So I've literally anything that I could get my hands on, I've tried. And I think my top that I've used is like Zoom Ed. I know it's like some people revere it as like being like the cheapy diet or whatever, but there are some diets that are like way cheaper, and that stuff is questionable because it smells like like it shouldn't be good for your geckos. So stay away from those. But yeah, Zoom Ed, Pangea, Rapashi, those are like the holy trinity. And I'll try to switch it up, try different varieties. That way they're not like set on a particular flavor or like a particular brand or diet. I like to think of it as, my geckos are like somewhat of an extension of me. So like I don't want to eat the same thing every day. I like options. I like varieties. So been doing that. And sometimes I'll slide in like a banana or blueberries or actual fresh fruit or frozen fruit, and then blending in some like the freeze dried mealworms and stuff like that to give it a little bit more oomph, a little bit more protein. I know there's like a thing where people say, oh, you shouldn't mess with like the ratios and this and that, but I think too much of anything is a bad thing, like in life. So I think what I do and like how I feed is not bad at all, especially if I'm not doing it every single day. I'm not power feeding or anything like that. I try to feed crickets, twice, 2 to 3 times a week. I don't have like a specific schedule, like I'll get there when I get there type of thing, but I try to keep a routine. Sometimes, especially being in Vegas, we've had a few times where we went to our local pet store and fresh out of crickets, even a Petco or PetSmart, fresh out of crickets. So I think it's the same thing during like winter time. I know it's kind of hard to get crickets. So extremes, too much of something is a bad thing. So yeah, but those diets, they've been working for me. As far as feeding response and all that. Vital, not too much. It's cool. I think it's for the price and all that stuff and the ingredients, like it's a little pricey, I'm getting to the point where like now I'm seeking out bigger bulks. Like I wish Costco would carry like Gecko Diet, because I'll spend money all day trying to get like a deal on like bulk order stuff. So, but yeah, and then yeah, anything that I could find that's like brand new, I'll try to do a little bit of research. But 9 out of 10 times, I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna try it.
And it's not bad.
I know that's a little risky.
So.
Yeah, for some people, that's too much of a risk. It's like, I don't know anything about this, so stay away. Or the internet is full of, people behind keyboards, and they're like, this killed my gecko. Even though all these other factors could have been at play, but they just go to the one thing that is like
the food source.
They're not entirely sure of, so they'll blame it on that. But I've tried Lagarde. I've tried Blue River. In my opinion, they smell pretty darn good. And if it smells good to me, surely it's most good for the geckos, right? So again, an extension of me, hopefully. But that's just how I
if
operate.
you guys ever want to know what it tastes like, ask Daniel. He does the finger.
Yeah,
and then he goes the. He gives a little.
You never done that? You know, like when you do like the cake mix stuff, or like you're mixing up cookie dough or.
So if you ever have any questions, feel free to hit him up. I'm just saying. Just a little finger in.
What's his favorite flavor?
Yeah, I think he likes the cherry bomb. I think he likes the cherry bomb.
Cherry bomb. I do love cherries, but I don't think I've tried that.
But
you know what's funny? I would have thought it would have been the banana cream pie.
It's funny you say Zoom.
That tastes the best, by the way.
Because I feel like
just a little
sleeping. People be sleeping on some of that Zoom Med stuff because I used Zoom Med. I think for the first time 3 weeks ago, I introduced Zoom Med to the Gecko Hut, and amazing response. Yeah. I don't do solo diets. I can tell you that right now. But I had a great response when I added it into the mix. So if you guys, I know a lot of people ask me, how does AJ do it? How does AAAJecc do it? And I always refer to people as I make cocktails for my geckos. I mix everything in there. I have a base. In the beginning, we used BPZ. That was like, I forgot their name, Duological or something like that. We used BPZ as a base, and I would mix Rapashi and Pangea and bee pollen and honey and do all the things and mix it all in there and give it to the geckos. Crickets, we do crickets. We do fresh fruits. I do fresh fruits once a month, so I view it as a treat. So then, like once a month, they'll get either a fresh banana, blueberries, watermelon. There was one more I used. I forgot what the other one was.
Mango.
What was it?
Mango.
No, I steer away from citrus or anything like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just because of the acids, I think, because Shanoa deep dives into there and does the Googling.
Yeah. You think that's like off-putting for like geckos and stuff?
I think
because technically, I'm pretty sure every fruit has some level of acidity, right? But like apples, right? I'm pretty sure apples has acidity in it and all that.
Yeah, and then as far as like other diets, now we've moved away from BPZ and we've been using Vitameal as our base. And again, geckos love it. I have seen a pattern where even if I switch switch out either Rapashi or switch out Pangea with something else, again, same response. And then there's a lot of people out there who buy geckos from me and can attest to stuff like, your gecko is not a picky eater. They buy a gecko from us, and then three months down the line, I get a message saying, "Holy cow, your gecko eats everything. Cricket food. They won't stop eating." And,
chomp.
And it's always refreshing to hear that because I try to have an all-around food source. I know I haven't tried Lugardi. I haven't tried Blue River. It's BPZ, Rapashi, Pangea, Vitameal. If you guys know about a German supplier, it's called Sweet Reptiles. That is also a good one. I know not a lot of people talk about Sweet Reptiles, but I don't know if they're still in it. I haven't bought one from them from a while. But Sweet Reptiles, that's out of overseas. It comes from Germany. That one is a good one, and I've used it for a good amount of time in the beginning, and it was a good one to have in my rotations. We recently jumped over to Zoom Med just to try it because, one of these days, because the mail didn't come through, I needed a diet to add into there. And so we went to the local reptile store and they had Zoom Med, and I was like, let's go. We're using you today.
Yeah.
We're using you today. Mail was slow.
Yeah, I kept telling you. I'm like, hey, try some Zoom Med. Right.
So
Right.
we brought that in there and used it. So
Yeah.
and
It's not as
but, yeah,
bad.
we do crested. We do the diet every Mondays. We do crickets Wednesdays, diet again on Friday, and crickets on Saturdays. That is our
Yeah.
routine. We've been using it since 2021, and we just ran with it, and that's what we just never stopped. We don't do crickets year round just because of where we are. There is 2 months out of the year where I don't do crickets. It is December and January, but it's turned into January and February because somehow my cold months shifted. It used to be cold in December, now it's not. It's cold January and February. So those first 2 months, I don't do crickets. I don't bother. It gets way too cold. It gets in the negatives down here in Missouri. So I just don't even bother with crickets. And it's fine. Geckos are thriving. They still get the crested gecko diet. They get the added crickets from Vitameal that we use for the protein and stuff like that. And, it's been great. Haven't had any issues. So,
yeah. Recently, touching on like the whole diets thing, I don't know if you guys ever seen it on Amazon. I don't have it with me, but it's a brand, Nature Zone. So they come in these let's see if I can pull it up. They have different flavors. They're 12-ounce, like slender, almost like ketchup bottles. It has like an orange cap on top, like a Gatorade cap. Different flavors, all that stuff. And it's pre-mixed. So I don't know what the shelf life is. I don't know like if there's like preservatives. I haven't really like paid attention to like ingredients, but I've bought that and I haven't tried all the flavors. But 12 ounces will get you, depending on the flavor and the stale, whatever, is like $12. So if you're in a pinch, like if I don't know, maybe as a backup or whatever, I know I have, and surprisingly, it's actually pretty good. I want to say there was one. It's like honey, and then like the main protein source is like whole egg, like egg proteins, and then depending on the other flavors, like this one that I'm looking at, I know you can't see it on my screen, but apricot. Right, and then they have like other breeder formulas or anyways, I would say give it a shot. It surprised me because it's 12 ounces, not dry, but it's pre-mixed. But convenience, right? It's pre-mixed.
Right.
And it smells good. I haven't tasted it or anything like that.
Oh, he will. He will.
But the most important thing, right, is my geckos going to eat this? Did I just throw away $12 to $15 down the drain, and donated it to like Amazon, and they like it? I don't know.
And
maybe it's
also,
like the viscosity, because it's actually like it comes out damn near perfect. Like I can't even make my my mixes as good as like how this comes out.
Okay.
I think there's like there's a certain ratio of being like too watery, too thick, there's like right in the perfect like middle, and that's this brand. I'm not sponsored by them or whatever. I recently bought it, just to like try it out because I'm a mad scientist. I want to try everything and rule out, I want to know what my options are just in case. But this one surprised me.
And a tidbit for you guys also getting into the hobby, and you're like, oh, I feed Rapashi or I feed Pangea, and you're like, I'm not going to switch because you're scared because you're going to switch to that different food and you're not going to get that response. And I'm like, oh my gosh, my gecko's not going to. Here's a little tidbit you can try if you want. By all means, I always preach to Shanoa, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, why change something? But you would like to try to kind of broaden their horizon, I guess, if you wanted to. But a good way to don't just take Pangea. You're feeding Pangea for 2 years, and then you want to switch to vitamin. Don't just, okay, I'm gonna mix Vitamil. Don't do it cold turkey. And expect them to eat it right away. A good thing is, like we do with our dogs, me and Shanoa, is we wean them off the puppy food. Like if they're eating puppy food and they go to adult food, we wean them up. So you mix in a little bit, or you do your Pangea that you've been using for 2 years and throw Vitamil in it.
Slowly introduce it.
Slowly introduce that Vitamil in there. Do 1 scoop of Vitamil, right? And then the next feeding time, do 2 scoops. And then minus the scoops out of Pangea until you slowly integrate, and Vitamil is just all you're doing. I know Vitamil is not, some of them you want to add the fruit in there. I know I've got mixed reviews. Someone's like, oh, I think it's the cricket one, I think.
Yeah,
maybe,
the cricket. Yeah.
that they have to add the fruits or some kind of fruit in there with it. And then
because
like
if you
that.
do
Because
straight
that
cricket,
thing
they
is just like pure protein.
Because my geckos will
Yeah,
reject
pure protein.
it, and
So,
I've
like-
heard a lot of people will
So like,
reject
let's
it
say you're
too.
gonna do Rapashi and you want to go to Rapashi, so you get that complete diet of Rapashi. Slowly introduce it into the Pangea, and then switch it, and then boom, do the Rapashi by itself. That way, you'll get your good feeding responses, and then not just the geckos didn't eat it that one day, so I don't like it, so we're not going to use it. That's not the case. That is not the case. Okay, so make sure you integrate it, and don't, like I said, like I know people are like, oh, I tried Lugardi, I don't like it. But did you try Lugardi? You know what I'm saying? And also, like, here's another good reference too. When you're feeding your collection this new diet, do the adults only. Pick a section where you introduce that said new diet. You know, don't do it to the whole collection if you don't want to. You know, minimize it. Have
Do a little
section.
test trial.
Do a test trial. Do the juveniles only with the introduction of the Rapashi, or do your breeders, or however you want to do it. You could start small, you could start big, however you want to do it. Just don't just use a diet and then write it off because nobody ate it that day. Without, I'm just, whatever. Don't just write it off. Try it. At least give it a chance. Everything we say here is how we have done everything. I know this is how we've done it. I don't expect anything to work for you guys the way I do it, because everything is different, whether it's like atmosphere, the temperatures, humidity, definitely different here than it is over where Breezy and
definitely
Daniel's
way different.
Vegas and
Totally polar
and
opposites.
Arizona. You know what I'm saying? It's hot, dry heat out there. It's gonna be way
Dries
different
so
than
quick.
keeping here. So my geckos tend to eat something different probably here than over there. You always got to take all these considerations into effect when you're watching us on Palm Street or you're watching these podcasts. We'll bring people in here. We'll start interviewing them. We'll ask them same questions of how they do stuff. And it's every time you can start recording and start listening to what we say, and when we do interviews and what people say there, it's gonna differ. 100% it's gonna be different, and 100% we're all gonna be right. It's gonna be the right way I'm doing it. It's gonna be the right way my co-hosts here are doing it. It's gonna be the right way when we interview somebody. Just take in bits and pieces of everybody. That's how what we did. We had everyone goes in this hobby with a mentor. Somebody they look up to. Oh, this person guided me here and did this and did that. We had a mentor, Flawless Crested Geckos. Can't speak about them enough. Huge shout out to Will and Audra with Flawless Crested Geckos. Huge inspiration. How we got started. Definitely, if I would say if we had a mentor, it would be them. However, we did take bits and pieces from them, from other breeders, from here, 3, 4, 5 breeders to come up with something that would work for us, and stuff like that. So it was a great way to introduce everybody here. We've hit an hour. I would say it was a great first episode. A little bumps, this is take 2.
Yeah,
A little bumps. We're working on it. We lost
Daniel
Daniel for
We lost Daniel for 45 minutes, but it's fine. We got a good 15 minutes out of Daniel. Let's, guys. Daniel. Yeah.
Now my phone is charging.
Daniel's like, my phone's still
15
dead.
minutes.
Daniel's
Hey.
like, my phone's still dead.
Hey, he got in there. It took a little bit of
Yep.
pushing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. We got him in front of the camera. We're good. We're good. We got this.
Dude, I was dropping F-bombs. I was like, where the... I was panicking. I'm like, no.
If anything, because like I said, this is gonna be. I'm gonna try not to edit anything out of there. Cuss words.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try I think I had 3 of them that I
Blip.
dropped. I think 3 F-bombs I dropped. I'm sorry. I apologize. For the kids out there, I'm sorry. But I am a sailor. I was in the Navy. I do get flack over that sometimes too. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I tried. I think I did pretty good, Daniel. 3 cuss words.
You did pretty good.
Okay. 3 cuss words. I did pretty good.
Yeah, I think I might
That
have.
was like one every 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think I might have said one thing.
But just this is kind of what to expect on these episodes. We're gonna come on here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna squirrel. We're gonna bullshit.
So many squirrels.
Yeah, we're gonna bullshit. We're gonna make fun of each other. We might talk about geckos. I don't know. We might. I promise, guys, it will be fun. Daniel, we're talking about the fun games we came up with. Well, kudos to you and V. I can't wait to do those episodes. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun game. We talked about. I'm trying to remember all the stuff we talked about while you were gone. We talked about stuff we wanted to see with the podcast and how we want to see it grow and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like your vision, my vision. Ryan over there, he's like, I just want to rip some Pokemon on my phone.
No.
I'm farming, guys. I'm farming.
I'm farming.
Low key, we were here. We were trying to have a nice, healthy discussion, guys, before this podcast was being recorded. Like stuff we wanted to do, wanted to see, topics we wanted to hit. Daniel's over there sweating. He's like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be this and big. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this and this. And then good 30 minutes, good healthy conversation of how we wanted to see this go. And then we were like, well, shit, I've been talking, Daniel's been talking. We're like, where's Ryan? Where's Breezy at? And all you hear is a swiping on his end, like. I'm just, man, that man's over there ripping Pokemon on his cell phone. We're supposed to be coming up with ideas for this podcast.
Yeah, Breezy over there cooking.
Yeah, I mean, great. Hey, he's playing with house money over there. So kudos to him. He got 2 slabs. He got $800 coming to him in a check via Delibird. It's like,
no, that was wired.
Damn.
I already got it.
Shit.
Damn.
This man's playing with house money over there, guys. Hey, you guys want the algorithm or the Breezy bot? Ask Breezy. He got you. You want to hit
real life hacks?
Yeah, real life hacks. If you guys got Pokemon vending machines next to you, that's that guy right there. Right there. He's got the algorithm.
Yeah, other side.
Yeah, go get those Pokemon bundles, guys. Go get them. He knows.
I know a little bit about him.
He knows what to do. Little unplug, plug, up, down, left, right, start, select, A, B. You know what I'm talking about. Got that Nintendo fucking password.
Yeah.
Damn, that's number 5. Y'all got me excited, so then I start cussing. It's number 5. Daniel shaking his head at me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But that is the show, guys. Expect more. I was talking to Breezy about it, Daniel. What do you think? Weekly, bi-weekly, every once a month?
Yeah. Let's shoot for weekly, or if something's hot, it's on our mind, and we want to talk about it. Yeah, I know we talk about a lot of stuff off
hit
Palm and in Discord, but I'm like, we need to save it You know,
yesterday
this is
we
good
had
content.
yesterday great topic yesterday. Discord live. This is what I'm saying. It's free to join the Discord, guys. There's a lot of healthy debates, and we're all adults. You know, everyone has their opinions. You know, Daniel can have an opinion about something, and I don't like it. But look at us. Look at us. Still here joking, laughing, because don't you even start with me. That's my brother. That's my brother. He loves me. That's Cuzzo over there in the bottom middle. That goes Cuzzo right down there. Trust me, we're gonna get the whole gang in here. We're gonna have Julio in here. As much as Julio doesn't want to be in the camera, Julio's gonna be in here.
That's coming, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's where I'm gonna start teasing them.
Yeah.
Hey,
come on, Julio.
We got you in here. You can start teasing.
Yep.
Snoozy's gonna come in here. Y'all gonna learn.
They think it's easy.
Oh yeah. Once we get Snoozy up in here, y'all gonna learn his real name real quick. Everyone knows him as Snoozy. Nobody knows his real name. I do. I know his last name too. But this is how it's gonna be, guys. Full on shenanigans, late night shenanigans with us. This is just gonna be a byproduct of our Discord lives, and this is where it came from. I know Daniel missed it, but this is where the late night shenanigans came from. The guys were just like, man, we should just make this into a podcast, because we do it every night. We're literally on Discord every night, whether it's Pokemon ripping, talking about geckos, talking about the hobby, talking about life, your family, my family, Breezy's Breezy's getting married, guys, next year.
No.
Breezy's getting married next year. Super Breezy's on the way. Okay?
No.
You know, we talk about life.
No.
we talk about life. You know, we go gaming on Discord. We play Overwatch. Lately, we've been playing Overwatch like every night, just sitting there.
Yeah, like every
playing
night.
Video games, hanging out. Like I said, it's just what we've built. What I like to see in the community, where you come in and you can literally be a family. Whether or not I have actually seen Daniel in person, Ryan in person, we built this family, and it's just like in the Discord. It's all family. It doesn't matter whether we disagree or agree, as long as you guys are respectful and conduct yourselves like an adult. You know,
we're all adults.
We're all adults. You're more than welcome to hop in there and have fun. Do the things. Leave that outside world out there, because we have to deal with it so much. You know, on our everyday
can't do that at work.
Every single day.
Yeah, you guys deal with it. I know you guys deal with it every day. I don't. You know, I wake up and I walk to work.
No.
I walk to work every morning, man.
Such a long walk, huh?
Dude, it's been hot. It's been hot these last 2 days. I got to walk to work. It's horrible. But I work for myself, you know. I work by myself. You know, I walk in here. Everybody that's going to be watching this episode is going to be like, this guy is an idiot. But no, we're going to hit all the topics. Whether it be same topics you've heard on previous podcasts, it'll be our takes on these topics and how we conduct it. We'll have the interviews like all other podcasts do. You know, might as well, right? Just jump on the bandwagon. We'll interview them, do this and do this. But I can tell you this. It will be different. It won't be like any other podcasts. It's not going to be just reptiles. It's not just going to be geckos.
It's going to be everything.
It's going to be everything, yes. You know, if I can get Arnold Schwarzenegger on here and do an interview, I'll get Arnold Schwarzenegger on here and do an interview.
That would be crazy. That would be awesome.
Interview with the governor. Or
that'd be awesome.
Old governor, I guess. I don't know. But it's whoever we can get. Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll interview the kids and feel like, what do they think about the hobby? You know, they're upcomers, right? Mm-hmm. We would like to see them take over the hobbies and stuff like that. I know my two oldest, they're done. They're done with the hobby. Annabelle wants to be a dentist. Junior wants to be an entrepreneur of some sort. The two youngest,
entrepreneur, huh?
That's what he said. I was like, what do you want to be an entrepreneur? And he's like, I don't know. I was like, okay.
Okay.
But we do have hopes, I don't harp on them too much. They still come in here, they do the chores. They still got to help out the family business as much as they can. Jada and Eli, I try to nurture theirs more so than the two oldest because they're done with it. Jada wants to be an exotic veterinarian. That helps us. Yeah, that helps us a lot, to be a vet for geckos. That would be cool.
Not too many specializing geckos.
Exactly. But we try to fuel that passion that she has for it. Hence why we have the Jada heists. Everybody knows. Well, if you know, you know, right?
On Jada heists.
On what she does.
Don't miss the lives.
That's right. On these lives that we do on Palm Street, because when you see the electricity go down and shit like that, you never know what's going to happen with her. And then, of course, you got Eli. This past vending trip, he knocked it out of the park. Selling geckos, advertising, networking. He did it all. He even helicoptered a gecko tail. I know you guys heard this episode on Palm Street. We can talk about that on a different episode, maybe. How to conduct ourselves.
Let's say that for
how to conduct ourselves in a show. But he is 12. He is 12, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but he did get yelled at. But that is basically what to expect with us in this show. Just a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of laughing. I can't tell how much time we fucking laughed so hard in this, and just squirrels, and it's not, quote what, The Dark Knight? Why so serious, right? Why so serious? Just have fun with it.
Serious.
Have fun with it. Well, day by day, we'll take feedback from the crowd on these YouTube lives. What do you want us to talk about? Who do you want us to interview? And stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't have anything else. I mean, by the time people watch this episode, the Black Parade is almost over. I was gonna advertise it. But then I started thinking, if I air it at 7:00 at night, there's no point.
Oh my god.
So enjoy the Black Parade. Biggest giveaway ever is coming up soon.
The biggest one.
So I don't have anything other than subscribe AAAJecc on YouTube. First episode dropping now, or whenever you see it, you'll see it. So we're looking to air it every Saturdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If we do any live late night shenanigans shows, I think you were gone, Daniel, but I would like to see it as a late night shenanigans show if we go live on YouTube and do it like after now, like around 11.
Yeah, that'd be like it fit with the theme and appropriate, and
try to do it late night and then try to do it after Saturday Night Live. That way it's true.
Maybe not too late, because people. They're not like us. They're not like us, especially you.
Yeah, but hey, it'll be, if you really wanted to come in and have that fun, that late night show, 11 o'clock. Well, if we do 11 o'clock my time, it would be midnight for some. I mean, you guys never stayed up at 11 o'clock or midnight, watch the.
I mean, like that's easy. That's easy for like myself, or like
David Letterman. I'm pretty sure those old folks remember David Letterman and Jay Leno. Like
Jay
that.
Leno.
They still have
Jay
it.
Leno.
They still have it, but it's what's his name, right? What's his name?
Conan?
Over.
No?
Like Conan O'Brien, and then who's the other one? What's the other guy's name? I can't remember. I have a picture in my head of it.
Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon, yeah.
No?
Yeah. The Fallon Show. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I win.
Jimmy Fallon? Yeah.
There you go. 5 points to Daniel. He gets a foot rub from D. So that's all I got. Like, subscribe, all our channels, Instagram. We got the banner going on there. Our Instagram handles are flowing down there. AAAJecc, VivaLasGeckos, BreezyGeckos, all on Instagram. Palm Street, you can find VivaLasGeckos on Palm Street, BreezyGeckos on Palm Street. Obviously AAAJecc on Palm Street, you know me. that's all the handles in there. Like, share, subscribe for all of us. If you guys have anything, feel free. Pop off.
Drop a comment.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And stay tuned, because there's gonna be some hot topics.
Some hot topic. Sounds like a.
Oh, I
sounds
mean,
like
like
a-
I got
Hot
Yeah, I got-
topic.
some topics, some interesting, like which you don't typically see.
There you go. There you go.
But
Something
I
that-
put a lot of thought into this. Okay, so
like I said,
I'll
when
save
he
it.
was
I'll save it.
when he supposedly lost power. Okay, we were talking about this. He's got some ideas for you guys. You know, he
Yeah,
wants-
when I lost power, I was like sitting there with like hand and chisel, jotting down my ideas, like Flintstones.
Yeah. So he's got some stuff coming up the pipes. I know he wants to see a lot out of this. Wants to dive right in and go ahead first and just let's knock it out of the park. And I'm with him. I'm with him every step of the way. Let's do the thing. So he's got some stuff coming. Breezy, you got anything before we hop off?
No, not really. I think you can cover all the bases.
Gotta get that Pokemon, huh? I got you. I feel you. I feel you.
We're gonna play Overwatch.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
There you go.
Load it up. All right. So
Yeah.
there you have it, guys. Brand new season premiere episode, Late Night Shenanigans. Stay tuned. Episode 2 coming your way. I have a bunch of topics listed down here. Daniel's got a bunch of topics. Breezy's got a bunch of Pokemon. Let's do the dang thing, right? So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us for this Late Night Shenanigans show. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next one. Okay? So,
Yeah.
peace.
See you on the next one.